everyone, I'm Lena and look who's here! Today I'm gonna share with you guys pretty much everything about my perm. I'll also be answering some of the questions I received on my previous videos. If you guys haven't seen them, please check them out here and also in the description bar below. We'll begin by talking about my natural hair and what it was like right before getting a perm, then the process of getting a perm, how I maintain and care for my perm, just to go over some of the general ideas first. Then we'll get into the specifics through Q&A and finish this video off with a final update since it's been about 4 months since I got the perm. I have all my notes here, so grab your snacks, drinks, wine, coffee, tea, whatever, and let's get started. Let's first begin with my hair. My natural hair is very straight. I was asked this, so I think it's worth mentioning that I'm 100% Korean. The texture of my hair is, there is no texture. It's just completely flat, completely straight. That's it. The individual strands of my hair is about light to medium thickness, and I have a lot of hair, like a head full of hair. I was also really blessed through genetics with strong, healthy, shiny, silky hair. At the time of getting my perm, from the roots to about my cheekbones to the top of my ear area was virgin hair. From there to the ends, I did have dye on it from when I went lighter and then back to dark a year prior. I do mention this because overprocessed hair tend to not really work with perms. I think it mostly applies to those who have bleached hair or multiple dye jobs, because a couple of color changes I had the year prior had no effect on my perm. My perm came out as expected. Let's talk about the process. The process of getting a perm was really long. I think it could be attributed to the fact that I have a lot of hair. From the moment I sat down, my hairstylist gave me a little trim. Then she applied the perm solution, rolled my hair into the rods. I think she used more of the spiral method as opposed to the traditional horizontal perm method. Then I had to sit underneath the heat fan, the heat lamp for a little bit. Then we rinsed the solution out, applied neutralizer, and then we washed my hair, dried it, and she styled it with a little bit of mousse. The process was about 3.5 hours. It might be different depending on what your hair type is, your hair length, how much hair you have, the look you want, but for my hair, based on what I just told you, was about 3.5 hours. Let's move on to maintenance and care. Immediately after getting a perm, I tried my best not to touch it. I wanted to let the chemicals do its thing and really activate the curls without me disturbing it. And I washed my hair 3 days after coming out of the salon. It's best to go as long as you can without washing it. If I didn't have class, I would have washed it probably 4 to 5 days later, but I didn't want to be that person who came to class thinking like perm solution. I tried a hairdryer with a diffuser, I think 1 or 2 times. It made my hair way too frizzy and way too puffy without it looking voluminous. So I don't use heat on my hair whatsoever. When I'm sleeping, I sleep with it clipped up using a butterfly clip. I'll show you what it looks like here. I personally don't like wrapping it in a cotton t-shirt or microfiber, any other cloth, because I just don't like the way it moves while I'm sleeping, and I always wake up with like a cramped neck. When everything was normal and I was still going to class, I was washing my hair 3 to 4 days. Now that we're in quarantine and I'm not really doing anything, going anywhere, I wash it every 4 to 5 days. I like to use the OGX curling shampoo conditioner. They're sulfate free, which is the reason why I got them, and they had good reviews. And I used 3 products specifically for my curls. I actually used only those 3 products today to show you guys exactly what my hair looks like with the 3 products in it and without any products in it. The first one I'm going to use is the Garnier curling cream. What I like to do is section off my hair, take a little bit of the curling cream. I like making these finger waves just to reinforce the curls. Now I'm going to use my curling mousse, also from Garnier. I like using Garnier products because they're cheap. I'm also going to section off my hair. Apply a pretty hefty dollop of mousse into the mid to ends of my hair. For my final step, I'm going to use the OGX curling spray. It's the Coconut Curls Finishing Mist. And I like to apply this mostly towards the roots area. That's where the perm has flattened the most. So I feel like this really helps it come back alive. I'll show you guys the completed look in detail after we get through our Q&A. The first question is, how much did it cost? For me, it was $250 plus tip. This will vary depending on what look you're trying to achieve, your hair texture, your hair length, how much hair you have. But for me, with my hair background I just gave you, it was $250 plus tip. This was probably the most asked question. What size rods did my hairstylist use on my hair? She used 13 millimeters Japanese size, which roughly converts to about ½ inch. The color of rod she used was orange. I'm not sure if that's universal to all salons, but it's worth asking and checking out. The next question is, The next question is, where did I go to get my perm? I went to Nanana Perena, I'll spell it out here. It's in West LA, Sawtelle District. It's a Japanese salon, and that area has a lot of really good restaurants as well. So if you're hungry coming out of your perm appointment, you have a lot of choices. What kind of perm did I get? I just got a regular perm, not digital or anything, just a regular perm using bigger rods. Is my hair damaged? Not really. I do feel that they're a bit crispier than before, mostly the last ½ an inch to an inch-ish. But like I said, my hair is very strong and super healthy, so a one-time perm isn't really gonna damage my hair much. But if your hair is naturally more fine, more brittle, then it will become quite dry and quite damaged. So the last question is, how do I manage my tangles? To be quite frank, I don't. I don't like to brush my hair when it's dry. The only time I brush it is in the shower when I have conditioner on using a really wide comb brush. Besides that, if I do run into severe tangles, I'll break it up using my fingers, but I really don't like to touch it or run my fingers through when it's in between washes. I did brush it one time when it was completely dry because I was curious to see what it was gonna look like, and it looked really bad, so don't do it. I did get a suggestion in my previous video that a spray bottle with water and conditioner diluted in it works really well on tangles. I haven't tried it yet because, again, we're in quarantine. I'm not really trying to please anyone with my neat hair at home. But I think this is a really good recommendation, and I'll definitely try it once I need to start looking decent for the outside world. But I did want to put it out there because it sounds like a really good suggestion. So we've made it to the end, and now it's time for me to give you guys my personal updates. I got my perm February 1st, and today is May 24th. It's been about 4 months. This is what it looks like today. Again, I only used those 3 products so you guys could get a better perspective on what my hair looks like. And here's that comparison shot I told you guys about earlier. The left is today, fresh out of the shower with only those 3 products in it. And then on the right, we have fresh out of the shower, no product, completely air dried. Let me know in the comments which one you guys like better. I personally like today's look better, only because the no product hair looks very unfinished and kind of unkept. But then again, I realized in my other video that what I see and what you guys see is kind of different. So I'm curious to see which one you guys like better. Also, for comparison, I'll put what my hair used to look like 2 days after getting a perm right before my first wash, just to see how much it dropped. And without even looking at it, my root area has dropped significantly. Also, my hair looks longer because my curls are more loose now. Hey guys, so I'm currently editing, and this is the first time I'm actually seeing my hair side by side. But I do want to quickly mention that I've been going to my hairstylist for 4 years, and she did say it'll start dropping by the 3-month mark, and we're at 4 months, so I was definitely prepared for this. But it's still shocking to see how much my hair changed. Anyway, carrying on. So 4 months later, how do I feel about it? I still enjoy it very much. My hair's naturally straight, so having any kind of texture, whether it's tight waves, tight curls, loose waves, loose curls, I'll like it no matter what. It's easier for me to style, it's more fun. If you're thinking about getting a perm, I still recommend it. I'll probably get another perm once everything goes back to normal because I really like having textured, curly, wavy hair. And I'm not over it yet. I don't want my straight hair back. yet. I hope this video was somewhat informational and gave you guys a good perspective on what getting a perm and having a perm is like. If I didn't cover anything in this video, please leave me a comment and I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. And I really like reading you guys' comments. Anyway, so that's it for my perm update. It'll probably be my final update since there's nothing else to talk about anymore. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. It does mean a lot. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!